and welcome to Comics with Jose. My name is Jose. I love comics and I want to share them with you. Follow me on Twitter at Art of J Velez, on Instagram at jvelez622. We're going to review some comics that I like, that I love, and some that I don't like or love. I own all the comic books that I am showing. Even though we're going to be looking at them digitally, I actually have copies of every single comic book that we are going to review. Like and subscribe, and thanks for listening. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me here to talk about my favorite subject, comic books. So, today we are going to look at Orion number 4. This is from the year 2000, and this is just another great cover by the one and only Walter Simonson, who put his signature right here. So, this is during a time when his art style is changing a little bit. He is doing less of the big inks and more of the hatching, but I still love it when he spots blacks. I I love his style. This story is written and drawn by Walter Simonson, and his letterer is always the great John Workman. Fantastic writer. These are two of the best. So when they go and collaborate, that's so. Orion is going after Darkseid, and they don't have the resources to fight him there. So he tells everybody to retreat, and he'll meet him there. And then above Apocalypse, at that exact same moment, not Light Ray, Tachyon, is telling them that he just wants to go to the fire pits, and of course the demons tell him, "Oh, you'll find them soon enough, and we will take the High Father's staff out of your hands after you die." He's like, "That won't be necessary. Here, take it," and throws it at the guy, which of course it burns him, and he eventually it's grabbed by Calabac. So Calabac is one of Darkseid's son, Orion's brother. And so now that he returns the staff, and now that um, Apocalypse is or Darkseid is not in Apocalypse, Calabac assumes command as he is his only son, and tells everyone that they'll go to the fire pits together. And then back on Earth. So we're kind of jumping in each page. So it seems like one part of the page is dealing in one part, and the other part of the page is dealing in the other part. So um, the Sod asks Darkseid, if he's sure that there's still people up there to use the anti-life equation, but they're saying that too many of them died when the suicide jockeys killed Tigra, and Orion has adjusted the way warriors do, and it won't be enough. So, but he says they're going to try to salvage something, and then he's interrupted because there is, of course, the power conduit was cut. So now that Orion has cut the power, he's going to go to the primary generator to basically put an end to Darkseid's campaign there, and he is going to um, throw a blast in there when he sees this creature with um, the anti-life equation moving through, and he says the face is human, but um, it doesn't look like it. Um, and so again, if you missed it, the anti-life equation is what he means, like a halo. And the mother box has looked at the face, and it's So you need to know more about the New Gods, who are a Jack Kirby creation during the 1970s. And the Forever People were New Gods that were on Earth. And there was a tycoon businessman named Billion Dollar Bates. If I remember correctly, he was like a Marvel Comics president at that time, Stan Lee, and whoever was president at that time. He's kind of a combination of the two of them. So anyway, so he it was unknown to him that he carried the complete anti-life equation locked inside his mind. He joined a cult that tried to extract it. Well, he joined a cult. He was bent on global dominations, but they were really trying to extract it. Um, and then he was shot by one of his guards, and then Darkseid was not able to get the equation. So you can see that Darkseid was one of the people in there trying to get that from him. You can see it here where it says in the trade from Jack Kirby. So Orion is basically going to destroy it. It's a clone of that $1 billion Bates, and Darkseid's just trying to collect the anti-life equation, so he destroys it. So after he destroys it, he talks to Darkseid. Darkseid tells him he'll meet him in Apocalypse without weapons, without allies, just him and Orion, Warrior. And if he survives the trip, and then he asks Darkseid if he's his father, and Darkseid just laughs. And so there's a huge explosion and destroys that town. And all the villagers, they're not dead, but their minds are gone. Darkseid has destroyed everyone, and Orion thinks that will be the fate of all humanity if they don't stop Darkseid. So in comes the army, um, but Orion tells them Darkseid is gone. They don't recognize him, but this reporter does here, and so um, he's telling me him that the people from the town look like zombies when Light Ray has arrived. Light Ray is his, I think he's Highfather's son, his adopted brother. Mother Box is able to tell him that he was in Apocalypse. And he says it was a short stay, and he brings him a gift, and that it will give him what he needs. So Orion has absorbed it. So now we're back in Apocalypse. So we're picking up where we had left the Newsboy Legion. Um, the parademons are trying to stop them, but they managed to shake them free, zapping them. But it left their car dead. And in comes Kanto, I believe is his name. He is one of the assassins for Darkseid. So, oh yeah, there was his name, and he basically they were gonna stop him, but the boys show a little bit of a gusto, so he's impressed. So he lets them pass, and he even fixes the car for them, and off they go. And this parademon was thought better and was like how he interfered, and Kanto didn't like him even doing that, so he throws his knife without looking at him, and he explodes. And so we now have the next candidate, so has arrived, which was Orion, and here he is. So it looks like Orion and Darkseid are finally ready to fight. And look at this panel. And just he is he's such a great illustrator. Walter Simonson is just amazing. So this is the end of our issue. However, of course, there is a backup tale here. So what we have is just another one of those backup tales where these parademons are searching for someone, and this is written by Simonson and drawn by Dave Gibbons. So Dave Gibbons, of course, is the illustrator on Watchmen with Alan Moore. And they're most likely looking for this person here. Now, if you look at the boots and you can look at the bracelet, you can sort of tell who this is. Um, so, so what we look at here is like this is like a psychic, and so he brings uh, something for like a psychic connection, but the lady recognizes her, and she's no psychic, and he knows it. Um, this is the nanny of Orion. So she recognized that it's Light Ray, and he's who the parademons have been looking for. She, he wants to know if Orion is Darkseid's son, but she won't tell him. She shoots him, but is unable because the light either passes through him or he absorbs it or something. I really don't know. And he just wants to tell her, or him to tell her, but she doesn't. So he tells the parademons. They of course shoot, and he just flies away, and they end up killing her. The parademons sort of know that they screwed up, so they're like, well, it's better if we tell them nothing and admit failure. And they said, what about the fire? And then they're like, who cares? It's only Armageddon, which is the name of that village. So Apocalypse, they don't, it's essentially hell. That's the representation of it. So Apocalypse is hell and New Genesis is heaven. So here we go. Orion, volume 1, number 4, from 19 or from the year 2000. So hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Thanks for listening.